It's Wednesday and here are the convention news. Welcome.
We will start with a recap of yesterday, of course. Yesterday was characterized by many workshops.
In the morning, the main topic was the 8 strands of the agenda, and there were great discussions in 85 workshops, and these are some of the results.
This morning we started the workshops, and it was really exciting to see what people involved in youth work are thinking about the role of youth work in the new normal post-pandemic. There are 2 things they mention in particular. One of them is related to funding and the other one is related to digital youth work. In terms of funding, they mentioned that youth work cannot continue to be dependent on project-based funding. We need stable sources to assure the sustainability of youth work organizations, particularly in terms of crisis like COVID pandemic. We noticed that the lack of permanent funding sources is really dangerous and it might suffocate some of the youth work organizations. In terms of digital youth work, we need more quality because digital youth work is not the same with using digital tools in youth work.
I was a facilitator of the working group 7.1, which was concentrating on the enhancing the promotion and recognition of youth work. Within the working group, the participants have explored in details the existing fields of action, shared their perspectives and experiences, and then at the end dived into discussion to come up with their proposals on the fields of actions and concrete steps to be taken. Overall, the process was very productive as there were participants with different backgrounds, experiences and perspectives, which made the discussion and the results of the working group very interesting and valuable.
In the afternoon, the discussions continued, but this time within the different stakeholder groups. For example, the European institutions, youth work organizations,
national agencies, national ministries, researchers, or youth councils, amongst others.
I just come from a very interesting discussion with representatives of European youth work organizations. We discussed about developing and implementing strategies and measures for the promotion and recognition of youth work at European level and in member states. There are some points of which we agreed. First of all, to improve the recognition, we need to speak clearly, to clearly define what youth work is for external people, from people outside of the bubble. And only by communicating that clearly, then we can get recognition from the general public. And then we need to have common instruments to recognize what young people learn, that are not only the ones that we already have, but adapted to the job market.
Today we talked about a lot of interesting things, but I think the main outcome was to realize and understand what is the role of the national agencies and how they can be an intermediary actor between grassroots level organization, youth work practitioners and policy making actors. There are a lot of questions that are still unanswered, so we all agreed that we are looking forward to the next days of the convention to explore all of them together.
And at the end of the convention, there will be a final declaration based on all these work results.
So all the participants of the convention will explore, will exchange, will reflect, and will contribute to all the spaces that are offered in the frame of this convention. There are actually 2 groups of people who are fairly crucial in the process of the development of the declaration as well, which are the facilitators, because every workshop today, but also tomorrow, will be supported by facilitators who will accompany the contributors, but also ease the process of the reflection and the exchange of the participants. So the rapporteur, they will be the one that convey all the contents and the main messages and proposals that are being made to our group. We take the whole convention into account. We take this and we start editing the declaration. So every report is being read by 2 persons. We want to make sure that we're not too biased. Being 100% objective is not possible, but there we still want to make sure that we are really sticking to what is being given to us.
So there's still much work to do.
And now it's time for our daily category, Job of the Day. Be ready to meet Andreas.
Hello, my name is Andreas. I also work at Jugend für Europa and I am one of 4 community managers. So our job is to help participants a little bit in their digital experience at the convention, because of course we have the TV format that everybody can follow nicely, but also there's around 160 different workshops that people can attend. So we just update people in the home feed on how to access the workshop and how to find their way around the platform. On top of that, we also take care that the platform is a discrimination-free place. So in case there's any hate speech or any comments that are not in line with our code of conduct, we can just give some support and intervene. But so far the discussions have been very friendly and constructive.
Thank you, Andreas, for giving us insights into your tasks here in Bonn at the convention. Tomorrow we will follow Josephine and get to know what she's doing here.
And now we will have a look at the program of Wednesday.
There will be one last and very special item on the program today, and there can be no one better to explain it to us than Inge. Be curious.
When you work hard and when you discuss hard and think ahead, then as always, it's always possible to celebrate and party hard in the evening. We will start with 2 great poetry artists. One is based in UK, Amira Saleh, and the second one, her name is Ella Anschein, and she's based in Bonn. Those 2 will perform critical youth statements for us. After those 2 great poetry artists, we will have a band, and after this great band, I will do the DJing for you, and I hope to see you moving your body in front of your computer or even dancing in your private rooms, in your private dance floors.
Thanks, Inge. We are already looking forward to the evening.
Get your party outfits ready for this evening. And with that, we are at the end of this episode of Convention News.
Goodbye.
Bye.